Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll take an in-depth look at one of the most influential figures in the automotive industry in recent decades, Sergio Marchionne. Known as much for his remarkable turnarounds as for his unique leadership style, Marchionne was a leader who took on seemingly impossible tasks and transformed struggling companies into success stories. Marchionne's life story is inspiring on many levels, from humble beginnings in Italy to becoming the CEO of one of the largest automotive corporations in the world. His journey is filled with determination, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Through his story, we'll get insights not only into the inner workings of the automotive industry, but also into the mindset required to make tough, high-stakes decisions. By the end of this video, we hope you'll have a deeper understanding of what made Marchionne a visionary and why his legacy continues to influence the world of business even after his passing. Sergio Marchionne was born on June 17, 1952, in Chieti, Italy, a small town in the Abruzzo region. His family life was modest. His father was a police officer, and his mother, who had strong roots in Italy, instilled in him a sense of discipline and work ethic. When he was 13, the Marchionne family made the significant move to Toronto, Canada. This transition marked a big cultural shift for young Sergio, who went from a quiet Italian town to one of Canada's busiest cities. In Canada, Marchionne quickly adapted to his new environment. He pursued multiple degrees, including philosophy, business, and law. This diverse educational background would later give him an edge in his career, providing him with the analytical and strategic thinking skills that defined his leadership. His early years were spent in roles that might seem distant from the automotive industry. He worked as an accountant, tax specialist, and even as a corporate lawyer. These experiences shaped his management approach, teaching him how to look at a company from a financial and legal perspective, which would be crucial in the years to come. Marchionne's first major corporate roles were in finance, where he gained recognition for his ability to restructure and revitalize companies. He held various leadership positions in Canada and Europe, each time bringing a unique approach to management. Known for his no-nonsense approach, he was soon recognized as a turnaround specialist, a reputation that would eventually catch the attention of Fiat. By the early 2000s, Fiat was on the brink of collapse. The company, which had once been a symbol of Italian industry, was losing millions and struggling under the weight of inefficient practices and outdated models. The Agnelli family, which controlled Fiat, knew that drastic changes were needed if the company was to survive. In 2004, they approached Marchionne and offered him the role of CEO. This was a pivotal moment not only for Fiat but also for Marchionne, as he was stepping into a high-profile role that would define his career. When Marchionne took over as CEO of Fiat, he immediately recognized that the company needed a complete overhaul. Fiat was losing market share, and its models weren't competitive. Marchionne wasted no time in making tough decisions. One of his first moves was to cut costs drastically. He slashed production expenses, streamlined the workforce, and focused on efficiency. But Marchionne didn't stop at cost cutting. He also brought in a fresh vision for the company. He recognized the potential in Fiat's brand heritage and sought to revive it. One of his notable moves was revitalizing the iconic Fiat 500, which became a massive success not only in Italy but also in international markets. The Fiat 500 symbolized Fiat's return to its roots while embracing a modern, compact and stylish appeal. The success of this model put Fiat back in the public eye and signaled the company's comeback. In 2009, the world was deep in financial crisis, and Chrysler was facing bankruptcy. The US government was looking for a solution to save the American auto giant, and Marchionne saw an opportunity. He struck a deal that gave Fiat a 20% stake in Chrysler in exchange for sharing technology and expertise. For many, this was seen as a high-risk move. After all, Fiat was just emerging from its own crisis. However, Marchionne was confident that a combined Fiat-Chrysler entity could leverage each other's strengths. Over the next few years, Marchionne worked tirelessly to integrate the two companies. His vision was simple: to create a global automotive giant capable of competing with industry leaders like General Motors, Toyota, and Volkswagen. By 2014, Fiat had acquired a 100% stake in Chrysler, and the company was rebranded as Fiat Chrysler Automobiles. Under Marchionne's leadership, FCA expanded globally, introducing new models, revitalizing brands like Jeep and Alfa Romeo, and significantly boosting the company's profitability. Marchionne's leadership style was unconventional and sometimes polarizing. He wasn't your typical CEO in a tailored suit. Instead, he wore a simple black sweater, a look that became his trademark. For Marchionne, the focus was on results, not appearances. His work ethic was legendary. He was known to work extremely long hours, often flying between Europe and North America in the same week. He demanded the same level of dedication from his team and had little patience for inefficiency. His direct approach meant that he wasn't always easy to work with. He expected his team to keep up with fast-paced decisions and had a low tolerance for excuses. Yet, many who worked closely with him admired his transparency and commitment. He was a CEO who understood every aspect of his business, from the factory floor to the boardroom. This hands-on approach helped him make informed decisions quickly and effectively. Sergio Marchionne's impact on the automotive industry is undeniable. He turned two struggling companies into a global powerhouse, demonstrating that with the right leadership, even seemingly doomed brands could be revived. Marchionne passed away in July 2018, and his death left a void in FCA and the automotive world. Before we wrap up, it's worth discussing Sergio Marchionne's forward-thinking approach to the future of the automotive industry. As a leader, Marchionne wasn't just focused on the present. He also kept an eye on emerging trends and the challenges ahead. While Fiat Chrysler may not have led the industry in electric vehicle innovation, Marchionne recognized the growing significance of this market shift and the technological advancements that were reshaping transportation. In his later years at FCA, Marchionne took steps toward electrification, though cautiously, and often expressed skepticism about the immediate profitability of EVs. Yet, he was also realistic about the industry's direction and made plans to invest in hybrid models and alternative technologies. In interviews, he emphasized the need for automakers to remain adaptable and prepared for the massive changes that lay ahead, from self-driving vehicles to connectivity and digital transformation. Marchionne's legacy includes the strategic foresight to position FCA in a way that, after his passing, the company would continue to adapt and innovate. As FCA has merged into Stellantis, we can see how Marchionne's foundational work allowed the company to step into this new era with resilience. Even if he didn't live to see this project through, his emphasis on adaptability, innovation, and practical solutions has left a lasting influence on how the industry tackles the challenges of tomorrow. That's the story of Sergio Marchionne, a man who took risks, defied expectations, and transformed an industry. His legacy is not just in the numbers but in the principles he embodied: courage, discipline, and a relentless drive for excellence. Marchionne's story reminds us that leadership isn't always about playing it safe. Sometimes it's about embracing uncertainty and believing in a vision that others may not yet see. Thanks for watching this video. If you found Marchionne's journey as inspiring as I did, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.